Women of Reddit, what things that men find unattractive about themselves do you find very attractive, and why? I feel like some dudes lack the confidence to wear certain things, or feel they look stupid if they dress well. I'm a barista and we have a group of regular guys who come in. Once one of them was getting teased about wearing grey tailored trousers with a light grey plaid detail. The other guys asked what I thought of them, expecting me to join in, but I just said I thought he looked great and men should be encouraged to put in a little effort with their clothes. His bum looked a-okay hand. That was nice, honest, and supportive. Smile. I bet that really made the guy look a lot better to his friends, and raised his confidence too. Shitty dancing. My BF is the dorkiest dancer I've ever seen. I like to say all four of his limbs have a different idea of what dance he's doing. And I swear, over and over, that his dancing could cure my depression. He just goes for it. I can't watch without the stupidest, most love-filled grin on my face. After the amount of men that have turned me down to dance BC, they aren't any good or just timidly go for a safe, one-step, two-step shuffle. It's my favorite thing in the world to watch him get really into a song and flail about it. This comment makes me so happy. I am always the worst dancer of the group, but with enough liquid confidence, won't hold back. I hope someone out there finds that attractive one day, lol. Someone will. On numerous occasions I've been complimented on my flailing about and dumb dance moves, like picking apples, grocery shopping or starting the lawnmower. For some reason my girlfriend also likes it. Showing feeling and emotions, and being able to express and talk about them. I want you to tell me how you truly feel about everything, don't try and hide it from me. Also, when they're not super ripped and even have a bit of a belly. Don't get me wrong, if they're super ripped, that's great, but if they're not, I'm cool with it and I actually prefer it. It makes me feel so much less insecure about myself knowing that he's not in tip-top shape and I'm not either, and they're also so much better to cuddle with and have nicer sweatshirts I can steal. If anyone touches my sweatshirt I will hunt you down and break you. Get your weapons ready then, it's gonna happen. Why not prepare with extra hoodies, instead? Maybe even have one or two a size larger than normal. When a guy moans during sex. Silence is weird as hell. Even worse, is when the guy doesn't say that he came. Give us a warning for the love of God, it's so awkward when we don't realize and we are still trying to bounce around on your floppy marshmallow. Floppy marshmallow, that's a new one, Lamau. This is going to end up as one of those videos narrated by text-to-speech in YouTube, won't it? It would be funny if this comment gets in the video. I can fucking hear the robot voice that censored fucking so it can gain AdSense. I'm just here to see compliments about big noses. As an adult female, I've come to realize that nearly all men I find sexually attractive have a strong or large nose. I also like a man with some weather on his face, i.e. laugh lines and or forehead lines. Micro is probably the most extreme example. My wife always jokes about this with me. Most celebs or random women that I comment on being attractive, all have big noses. My wife has a teeny tiny button nose. Granted, she likes blonde dudes with longer hair and I've got brown/black hair that I've never grown out before until quarantine and she asked me to cut it. All people are weird. Is it my walrus laugh? I bet it's my walrus laugh they all love. A good laugh is a plus. Admitting that they don't know something. A big turn off for me is when a guy pretends they know about something because they think it will impress me or think I'll look down on them for not knowing. It's okay to admit you're unfamiliar about something, and I truly appreciate the honesty behind that and find it incredibly refreshing. There are three-word phrases that make life a whole lot better if you're comfortable saying them. 1. I don't know. 2. I love you. 3. I need help. Edit. Holy crap. I think this is my first award ever. I'm kind of glad it was on a serious comment and not some witty inanity lol. Edit 2, spelling. After reading the comments. Short guy, checked box, chubby, checked box, cries a lot, checked box, nerdy, checked box, small dick, checked box, virgin, checked box, yep, I'm a chick magnet. Save some pussy for the rest of us. I mean, he did say he was a virgin, so I think you're good. I know a lot of men are self-conscious about losing their hair, and I'm here to say own it. I dig bald guys. If your hair is really thinning, just shave it and rock it. Trust me, bald is so much more attractive than trying to style your hair to hide thin spots. All that does is draw attention to it, honestly. Bald men are hot. I stand by this statement. I made the mistake of showing my boyfriend how to use a hand mirror to see the back of his head, and he discovered how thin his hair really was. He was devastated, and I felt like I'd opened Pandora's box. I always thought he still looked good, and I'm sure most people didn't think twice about it, but he felt like he looked like he was trying to deny that he was balding. My friend did this, saw himself on a CCTV screen from above and announced, "Who's the bald bastard?" before realizing it was him. Guys who are awkward or shy. I find most people with those traits to actually be extremely genuine and hide some great personalities. All they need is a bit more time to feel comfortable. Or they're like me and just fucking obnoxious once I get comfortable. That made me chuckle. Sounds like fun to me personally. Control F small penis fuck. The size of a dude's penis is so far down on my list of things that make him attractive. Honestly, it's not even on my list unless you ask me to put it there. Put it there, superscripto superscripto. I like bookish, sensitive guys. I live in the American Midwest, where so many men are loud and proud that they don't read, don't do anything cultural or artistic, aren't open to trying things. Yoga is probably the best example, but honestly I've met all sorts. Won't try French food, won't go for a non-sexual massage, won't drink wine etc. because it makes them gay. Has always been a huge red flag for me in a partner. Edit, sorry guys, flattered by the PMs, but I'm already married. I tried yoga once when first dating my girlfriend, now wife. I literally couldn't walk upright afterward. You know how people do that and say, "I didn't know my body could bend like that." Well, mine doesn't. She got a kick out of it though, that I was willing to try it to make her happy. You just went too hard, my dude. You can't go ham on your first run, you got to ease into it. My husband is somewhat of a quiet loner, who in school was never popular or well known. And I'd cry, but I love that. I love a man who isn't the party dude or the loud and funny guy. I like intimate conversations and the inside jokes. Quiet guys all the way. As someone who is quiet, at least in public/new surroundings, one of the problems is that I can never establish contact or meet any woman because I don't go to parties etc. How did you meet your husband? As a fellow quiet guy who has had a couple of long-term relationships, it starts with finding a good friend group full of like-minded individuals that are also not shitty people. And I don't just mean other guys. Make some friends that are girls and put yourself in a position to be in a group that has a history of being a positive space for women to exist in. Every relationship that I've been in besides the one I'm currently in, Ty Bumble Gods Goddesses, has been with a friend of a friend. Generally your friends will know other people who either have similar interests or complementary personalities to yourself that you might hit it off with. The only thing you need to do is clean up nice regularly, be genuinely yourself, and keep the self-deprecation to a reasonable not so serious level. Also, people can and will come to you if they are interested. Keep an eye out for the signs even if you don't see them at first. You got this, dude. Edit, tism for my first awards kind strangers, de-edit 2, a word. I love men that are sensitive to animals. The ones that get cute and cuddly with kittens and are concerned for their well-being. Also, stockier guys. One of my neighbors is a middle-aged Hispanic dude with a shaved head, goatee, and tons of tattoos. He's kinda stocky and looks like he could kill a bear. And he has this adorable little white poodle. He used to have 2 of them but had to rehome one because they didn't get along. I think that men who aren't nice to animals or feel like certain animals, small dogs and cats, are gay are garbage. This is amazing. And yes, I definitely agree with you. That feeling when you realize girls can be attracted to all sorts of things and yet no one finds you attractive in real life. Same but as a girl. Hey you. Yeah you. You're cute. When they do anything unmanly and are at peace with it, examples, wearing pink, singing in the car/shower, talking about their feelings, using body washes/shampoos that aren't just the cheap generic for men shit, wearing jewelry, fawning over plants or animals, it shows me that they are mature, comfortable with themselves, and don't equate femininity with inferiority. Okay, wait a second, full stop, singing in the shower is unmanly? What the? Who doesn't sing in the shower every now and then? 100% feminine unless you're deafening your neighbors with metal screams. Anything else means you need to cut your dick off and give it to the nearest chat so he can absorb what little power can be drawn from it. Being short. I'm short so I enjoy actually being able to reach their faces. Edit, I'm 5 feet 1 inch, on a good day. Thank you. I'm a short guy, and more than once that's been the deal breaker on a date. Frown. Edit, I'm 5'6" and small. If your height is a deal breaker for a date then you dodged a bullet. Holy shit. I can't imagine being that fucking shallow. I'm a woman who prefers short men over tall, but even with that preference I can't see myself turning down a guy who's 7 foot lol. Messy hair. I'd care if men don't like messy hair or not. I have messy curly hair but most of the time I feel like it's too puffy and makes my head look huge. Same. But I just wish it won't curl when I don't want it to. Average teenager day? Sure, leave it be. Going to a family gathering, pre/post COVID? Just fucking stay where I combed you. They're real laughs. I think most people have a public and restrained laugh, so to hear a guy laugh without being self-conscious about how giggly or higher-pitched they may sound is absolutely adorable. Yes please. My husband has this ridiculous high-pitched giggle snort he does when he lets go. It's so cute and makes me laugh. He doesn't do it much but when he does, I do everything I can to make him keep lodging. Until he gets lightheaded at least. Goals. Are men of Reddit disproportionately upvoting the attributes that they possess? Or am I just way more desirable than I ever realized? My self-esteem assumes the former. Grey hair. Especially when it's all salt and pepperish. My last GF let her hair go natural. OMFG. White with super pale blonde twists, dark underneath. People would always comment on how hot it was. I'd love to post a pic but she wouldn't appreciate it I'm sure. Edit, here's a pic with just her hair. https://imager.com/a/us9a5. Much more nuanced colors than I can show but it was mind-blowing hot. Yeah, I'm getting some salt and pepper at 49. It's actually kinda cool. The twisty white hairs give some volume to my longish hair and flashes of blonde. Never going to color it. Once we hit 40 plus men and women both look fake with colored hair. Just rock it. I'm pretty excited about going gray, but it's taking forever. Apparently redheads take the longest to go gray. If we put most of the comments here together, we have women that are attracted to George Costanza. It must be the summer of George, when they have an interest in reading. Or express any of their passions really. Edit 1, never stated AY. It's genuinely pleasant to see men, or anyone for that matter, be excited about something they like. It can be contagious, and seeing someone love something with visible enthusiasm without feeling embarrassed makes me smile. Also I personally love reading and I don't know many people that read novels. At least the ones that I enjoy. Edit 2, my first award. I don't know what to do with it, but thank you stranger smile. I make lampshades out of various forms of skin. AMA. I've dated several men who bragged about not being good dad if we had kids together. I seriously hear this all the time, you'll be doing all the diaper changes when we have kids. Like it's too gross for a guy to do? It's not manly? I don't know. It's even worse because I'm a nanny, so some guys just expect that I like doing all that stuff. When in reality I don't know a single lady who thinks being a good father is unattractive. My boyfriend was just holding his baby cousin once and it was the best thing in the world. I could not keep my hands off him when we got in private. Babies give me anxiety when they stare at me for minutes on end. You have to stare back to establish dominance. I think guys with big/different noses look perfectly fine, nice even. Like a Roman nose looks hella good on men. As a man with large, bench nose I thank you. Hells, I remember talking to a girl while we were getting coffee. Big noses were her thing, said she'd go for Adrian Brody over Chris Pratt any day. Being a good person. If you have to one-up, or put down your friends, you could be the hottest guy in the room by social standards, but if everything out of your mouth is rude and sarcastic, I am out. I will go after the sweet and kind guy every time. What kind of sarcasm do you mean? The kind meant to berate people and make them feel bad. Examples of this would be making fun of someone's appearance or habits. For example, there's cool sarcasm, but it's not mean. It usually picks at very minor things, e.g. the color of a water bottle or how someone picked up a wine glass. Kinda funny. Laugh lines and crow's feet. Even when I notice them on men who are in their 30s, I find it very endearing. I love crow's feet on everybody. Smiling eyes are lovely. Their voices, when they sing. Yes. I love that so much, no matter how bad they are at singing. Just knowing they're singing because they're happy makes me so happy. You haven't heard me sing yet. This hasn't been mentioned, so I'll mention it. Nerds. My husband is nerdy when it comes to the things he loves and gets so passionate and loves certain things. To see the passion in his eyes makes me happy because he's happy. Keep talking about the Marvel Universe, you sexy chunk of a man. I will always listen. I wish my girlfriend were like that. I mean, she usually is when it comes to stuff both of us like, but when I want to talk about stuff I'm really into but she doesn't, she just starts with the I don't know those stuff, sorry, or I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I'm too passionate about my nerdy stuff, but I would like at least a bit of interest. Edit, thanks for the advice. It's much appreciated, more considering I'm not a guy with a lot of friends to talk to. I definitely talk with her about it. You know, I felt like I acted the same a while back. Sometimes I just wasn't interested. If you don't want unsolicited advice, look no further. I'm sure she's amazing in other ways. When you want to talk to her about something she's uninterested, start off with, can I tell you something I'm passionate about / I want to talk to you about. This implies that you want her to hear you, without just casually speaking. It shows you want her to listen and respond, even ask possible questions. Sometimes slight differences in wording can be beneficial in a conversation. It definitely depends on the person, so maybe think of ways to have her engage in the conversation, like facing her, taking away distractions, pausing the TV, etc. I know it might not be that big of a deal, but if it is to you, even talking with her up front can be beneficial to you.